1. Sex may not define marriage, but it plays a vital part in it. 2. Sex can often serve as a clear indicator of the state of a marriage. 3. Love and sex alone cannot sustain a marriage. 4. Sex reflects the overall quality of your relationship, not just the physical connection. 5. The deepest intimate moments are often found in silence. 6. Sexual energy is a powerful force. How we choose to channel it determines much in our lives. 7. Don't abandon a fulfilling sex life after marriage. Intimacy is key to a happy and healthy relationship. 8. Passionate sex is wonderful, but a passionate marriage filled with intimate moments is even better. 9. Couples who intentionally connect with each other tend to have healthier, happier relationships. 10. When done right, marital sexuality can be a healing and transformative experience. 11. A couple's sex life often mirrors the state of the marriage as a whole. 12. Sex is one of the greatest gifts from God, designed to create intimacy, pleasure, and life. 13. Sex involves more than just our bodies. It's about emotional and spiritual connection too. 14. Intimacy isn't just about sex. It's about emotional connection, trust, and love. 15. They dove into intimacy in a way that changed them forever. 16. Intimacy is about being true to yourself, revealing your inner self, and connecting on a deep level. 17. Men seek love through sex, while women need to feel loved before they can make love. 18. Sexual intimacy is a continuous process of discovery, growth, and connection. 19. Intimacy is the ability to be yourself with someone who accepts you just as you are. 20. True intimacy is a sacred bond, reserved for those who trust and understand each other deeply. 21. Intimacy in marriage can mean different things to different people. Often it's about emotional connection, not just physical. 22. Busy lives often push sex to the back burner. To improve your sex life, examine your relationship outside the bedroom. 23. Intimacy is about allowing the other person to see your true self and accepting them for theirs. 24. Love is the sweet dessert and sex is the cherry on top. 25. True love is not a game of hide and seek. Both lovers actively seek each other. 26. Love always gives, and the more you give, the more you gain. 27. The greatest happiness in life is to love and be loved in return. 28. When reality is better than your dreams, that's when you know you're in love. 29. If you find love, hold on to it, don't let it slip away. 30. We feel most alive when we're in love. 31. Love takes time to grow. While infatuation may strike quickly, true love is built slowly. 32. We never get enough of love, and we never give enough of it either. 33. Love is the union of two souls in one shared life. 34. True love is quiet and steady. It doesn't come with flashing lights or loud declarations. 35. Love is the spark that turns friendship into something deeper. 36. Women need a reason to have sex. Men simply need a place. 37. Sex is like Chinese food. You're not done until you've had your cookie. 38. I blamed my mother for my bad sex life. She told me to put the woman on top and I spent years in bunk beds. 39. At my age, food has replaced sex. I even had a mirror installed over my kitchen table. 40. Physics is like sex. It may have practical results, but that's not the main reason we do it. 41. A healthy sexual relationship is rooted in emotional intimacy and closeness. 42. Dancing is a physical expression of desire, both horizontal and vertical. 43. Sex is the embodiment of emotion in motion. 44. Sex appeal is more than just physical. It's about confidence and presence. 45. The pleasure isn't in the act itself, but in the connection with your lover. 46. Billions have had sex, but how many have truly made love? 47. Some things may rival sex, but there's nothing quite like it. 48. There's no age limit for enjoying sex, it only gets better. 49. Sex has become a societal obsession, affecting many aspects of life. 50. Sex should be more than just physical. When we see it as only that, we miss its true potential. 51. Sex is like kicking death in the face while singing. 52. I may not know the question, but sex is definitely the answer. 53. Sex without love is as hollow and absurd as love without sex. 54. A gentleman holds my hand, a man pulls my hair, but a soulmate does both. 55. Sex, like any other skill, improves with practice. The more you engage, the better it gets. 56. In my fantasy, no one loves me for my mind. 57. Sleeping around may not be ideal, but it's a great way to meet people. 58. Women fake orgasms, and men fake financial stability. 59. If you want to get laid, go to college. If you want an education, go to the library. 60. Sex without love is merely a form of exercise. 61. Good sex is great, but bad sex? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich is better. 62. Sex. The smallest part of our day that causes the most trouble. 63. When I'm good, I'm very good, but when I'm bad, I'm better. 64. Basic human needs: food, sleep, sex, and revenge. 65. Sex appeal is half about what you have and half about what others think you have. 66. If earnings are spent on sex, what's wrong with earning from it? 67. If you kiss my neck, I'm not responsible for what happens next. 68. Sex is like money. Too much is never enough. 69. No woman gets an orgasm from shining the kitchen floor. 70. Sex pretty much cures everything. 71. When sex involves all the senses intensely, it becomes a mystical experience. 72. I make love with the same focus and intensity that most people reserve for sleep. 73. Sex is as necessary as eating or drinking. We should indulge in it with as little restraint as the other appetites. 74. Sex is all about emotions. Good sex is about free emotions, while bad sex is about blocked emotions. 75. To treat a woman well, make love to her if she's beautiful, and someone else if she's not. 76. Don't criticize in bed. Discuss constructively later. 77. When it comes to sex, the most important 6 inches are the ones between your ears. 78. Eating an ice cream cone provocatively in public can send quite a message if you dare. 79. Sex isn't a competition. No penis can replicate the vibrations of a vibrator. And no vibrator can replace a penis. 80. Women need to take responsibility for their orgasms. 81. Curvy women should visit museums. Men have been attracted to those curves forever, and it works in their favor. 82. Boredom is the biggest problem in sex. Same position, same day. Spice things up. 83. Engage in morning sex when testosterone is highest after a good night's sleep. Makes a world of difference. 84. A man should not be offended when a woman tells him what she needs. He should listen, not compare. 85. Most people masturbate when they're not having sex. It's normal, but they should seek a partner afterward. 86. Sex is natural, pleasurable, and enhances relationships. 87. Good sex is like good bridge. If you don't have a good partner, you'd better have a good hand. 88. Getting married is easy, having sex is easier, but finding someone who stimulates your mind and loves your soul, that's rare. 89. Sex is part of nature, and I go along with nature. 90. There's a direct correlation between how long it's been since a man last had sex and how much he's willing to do for a woman. 91. Sex is the root of life. Understanding it is vital to understanding life itself. 92. We never ask when people age out of singing or eating ice cream, so why should we stop making love? 93. Make love whenever you can, it's good for you. 94. You know that look women give when they want sex? Me neither. 95. To have her in bed with me, her hair in my mouth, breathing on me. It's nothing short of a miracle. 96. I remember my first time having sex, kept the receipt. 97. Sex is the best high. It's better than any drug. I want to die making love because it feels so good. 98. Sex is a body contact sport. Watching is safe, but playing is far more fun. 99. Love is for the soul and sex is for the body. Both cry out for satisfaction. 100. Sex with love is the greatest thing in life. But sex without love, not so bad either. 101. It's been so long since I've had sex that I've forgotten who ties up who. 102. A promiscuous person is just someone getting more sex than you are. 103. Sex should be a perfect balance of pleasure and pain. Without that balance, it becomes routine. 104. Sex is the most fun you can have without laughing. 105. When you're broke, the problem is food. When you have money, it's sex. When you have both, it's health. 106. Isn't it interesting that the sounds of a nightmare are the same as those of great sex? 107. Sex between a man and a woman can be incredible, if you're between the right man and the right woman. 108. All my wife and I do is argue about sex. The other night we really went at it. Let's say I had the upper hand. 109. There's nothing wrong with having sex with someone of your own gender, but you should draw the line at goats. 110. Sex and laughter go hand in hand, and I'm still wondering which one is more important. 111. Sex is the driving force on this planet. We should embrace it, not treat it as the enemy. 112. Sex without love is empty, but as empty experiences go, it's one of the best. 113. The most significant civilizing force in the world isn't religion, it's sex. 114. Once you understand your nature, sex becomes immaterial. 115. The truth is, young people will have sex whether you approve or not. 116. What keeps the world together, as I've learned through bitter experience, is sexual intercourse. 117. Sex is not just an act of pleasure. It's a way to show your appreciation and love for the body through her senses. 118. Sex is only a 3-letter word. How can it possibly be dirty? 119. In a way, comedy is like sex. The more noise you hear, the better you think you're doing. 120. People don't perish from a lack of physical intimacy. It's the absence of affection that truly destroys us. 121. Don't mistake sex for love or use love as a substitute for sex. They're distinct and shouldn't be forced to fill each other's roles. 122. Sex and golf are pleasures you can savor even if you're not skilled at them. 123. Sex belongs within the realm of love. It's not something to pursue unless your heart is committed. 124. People have casual sex until love takes over. Then it transforms into something deeper, like making love. 125. Sex is a fire. Left unchecked, it can burn. Handled with care, it ignites a lasting light. 126. The act of physical union is a holy moment, channeling a piece of the divine into the world. 127. Crafting poetry feels like an intimate dance with existence, with words acting as a thin barrier. 128. True freedom begins with embracing sexual liberation. 129. I aim to live freely, rarely repeating an encounter with the same partner. 130. Sexual closeness is more about the bond between two people than just their bodies meeting. 131. Most adults have far more sexual experiences than moments of independent thought. 132. Using a condom during sex is like tasting candy without tearing off the wrapper. 133. Inquiring about a man's girlfriend is essentially asking him to spill details about his bedroom. 134. Great sex is a tether. People might leave, but the pull always brings them back. 135. Sex felt like a random event in my life, like a storm I couldn't predict or direct.